Welcome, Gemini, to your beginning of the month reading for June. Hope you all are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Okay, guys, let's get right into this. Okay, with Mercury getting ready to retrograde here, I hope you guys are getting ready for that. Mercury retrograde can bring in great communication and also some miscommunication. So kind of getting your energy a little off balance as well. Okay, so let's just hope that Mercury retrograde treats you well. Okay. Okay, let's get right into this. This is your energy of what you are thinking and feeling for the beginning of June. Okay, it looks like you have the Three of Pentacles. Very nice. Okay, and let's see why you have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit, why is the Three of Pentacles here for Gemini? Of the Power card, getting back your strength and feeling like you have the power. Okay, so looking at the Three of Pentacles, are you looking for someone to put you up on a pedestal? Are you looking at someone else? Are you looking for the cooperation of someone? Okay, getting right down into it. Okay. It could be the conclusion of something. Feeling fulfilled. Let's see exactly what's going on here. Sorry if my voice is a little weird. My allergies are really messed up today. Okay. Okay, you have patience in the present with the fertility. With the mental conflict. So there is a little mental conflict that is coming in here, and that could be why you're trying to get some power back. In the near past, you had that suffering in silence, not feeling like your destiny is going the way you wanted it to go, and either coming out of a tower moment or trying to escape a tower, right? You're trying not to go through that tower. In the near future, you have the intuition, finding the balance, where the love begins. Okay, very nice. So let's see exactly what's going on here. So starting in the past over here, it looks like you had the suffering in silence, but not really going on to a new destined path. Maybe you had unfinished business going on there, and you were either trying to escape a tower or you had just come out of a tower and you knew it. Really feels like you were trying to escape a tower moment, like you did not want this tower to happen. Even though all towers are not bad, some of them are bad, right? So sometimes we don't want our foundations to break, even if they don't feel like they're firm. You had the Hangman, the Page of Swords, okay, the Page of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Judgment card. Okay, so pretty much with the Three of Pentacles sitting over here, it looks like the reason that you're thinking and feeling about this Three of Pentacles could be because you're really feeling like there was a resolution of a problem, is really what I'm feeling. Especially because it's like you were suffering in silence, you had the destiny, but you can't leave that. And it just feels like there's unfinished business before you can get onto a new destiny. And you were really trying to solve a problem so that you didn't have a tower. You were like, if I can solve this, then I won't have this tower happen. There's no reason to actually crumble this whole foundation, this whole thing, and make it rebuild again, right? So over here, it's like you're working together with someone and you're saying, you know what, we can resolve this. Okay, it'll be a better conclusion if we resolve this together. Okay, so yeah, because there was just no real necessary change over here, right? You didn't feel like you needed that change. You wanted to escape it. You said, no, we can work this out together. It'll be so much better. So yeah, with the Judgment, you have that improvement, right? Instead of taking the Tower, we're going to improve this. So yeah, with the Hangman upside down, you're saying, I'm suffering in silence. We're having some issues. Things are not going the way that they need to go. And we're going to take the needed action with the Hangman. Instead of just laying around, we're actually going to go and try to, you know, take the action to fix something. Even though there might have been unwillingness on someone else's part to make the necessary efforts, you were willing to do so. Right? And you could have been dealing with a water sign. Right? You could have been a Pisces. Well, right here it's Pisces. The Hangman is a Pisces, so it could have been a Pisces that you're dealing with. And if it's not, it could have been a Cancer or a Scorpio or somebody else. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but they're definitely taking on this watery energy. And this watery energy just feels like that they're trying to do the escape thing, right? They're escaping. They're not taking any effort to do anything. Maybe, you know, if they are a water sign, they just decided to go hide, right? And if not, they're hiding out anyways because they're not helping. See, over here there was cooperation. Over here it feels in the past that there's just no cooperation. You're not helping. You're not offering any cups, you know, of any help at all. There's no support. There's no love. There's no support. If that's, you know, if that's love in itself, they're not offering their cups of love. They're not even offering an apology. They're just kind of ignoring the situation. And they're saying, no, I'm not going to, you know, do anything to help you fix this. I'm sorry. So you feel like there was no loyalty. And there just feels like maybe they're also temporary distraction, you know, a temporary distraction. Maybe they're distracted. And you feel like maybe even they're distracted from you on purpose. Like you're doing it on purpose, right? Because you're ignoring the situation. So where they are telling you, oh, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. You're like, no, you're ignoring me. There's a difference. So you're not even seeing exactly at this time exactly what they're doing, right? You're just saying, okay, fine. You're just taking it how it is. You're just saying, fine. If you're distracted, then you go be distracted. I'm not putting any thought into it, you know, because I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to mess with you, you know, with the swords upside down, you know, because you just feel like you're powerless to, you know, why? You're, you know, powerless to see or even to come near them because they're just going to keep telling you the same thing over and over. And this is where the power is coming in. Now you're going to take the power back. I can only see it over here. You're going to take this power back where you felt powerless over here when they kept telling you that they're doing this and they're doing that. You were just like, okay, fine, whatever. But you're still giving it the passion, but you did kind of separate yourself from the situation because it just felt like it wasn't going in your favor. So, and of course, with the Three of Swords, once again, there's that distraction. So, with the Three of Swords, it's like you separated yourself, being the swords, you are the swords. You're separating yourself from the situation, and they're telling you they're distracted. So, definitely they're distracted. But I'm really telling you that this distraction really feels like they're ignoring you. They're ignoring you about the situation. Okay? And if it's not ignoring you totally, then it's definitely ignoring the situation. Okay, so over here with the Patience, we're going straight over here into the present, and you're saying, well, I'm going to patiently wait for you, because in the past, even though I separated myself from this situation, I've even talking to you about this, I'm still working on it passionately, trying to get it back to where it needs to be, because there's no way I'm letting this go away. I'm not going to just let this crumble and fall. So with the Patience, we have the Nine of Wands, the High Priestess upside down, with the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So still, I believe that your person might even be a fire sign. It could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries that you're also dealing with. But yeah, you're definitely patiently waiting for the prosperity to come back around, but you're still a little in mental conflict. And I think the mental conflict is because you're waiting over here for them to come back to give the cooperation where they're ignoring you in the past, and you're saying, are you going to come and cooperate with me now? Right? Are you going to come do this? You know, or are you just going to sit over here and do whatever you're going to do? Right? So, you know, you see the mastery, you see that there could be perfection in this. You see where the perfection could be if there was more cooperation. You know, like we could totally get through this. And you see it here too with the Ace of Pentacles. You have the hopes and promises. You have the patience to wait for this to come back together. So yeah, you're waiting for, you're really waiting for the bliss to come back in a lot of ways. With the Nine of Wands over here upside down, you know, it's almost like, you know, you're like, I am patiently waiting for the obstacles and problems to go away. I just want them to go away. I do not want to deal with this anymore. And pretty much I see the obstacle and the challenge is whatever they were supposed to be doing, they're ignoring. So, you know, it's going to be different from what they're doing to everybody else, right? Are they ignoring just the love itself? Are they ignoring you? I do believe there is a situation at hand, a big situation at hand that they're ignoring, besides just love, right? For the majority of you. So with the High Priestess over here, it's like, because I'm patiently waiting, I'm still not going to give it too much thought. Because the more I think about it, the more you're giving me mental conflict. So you do really feel, you know, you also feel, I do believe you do think that this person is shallow and selfish. Especially with the High Priestess over here is telling me, yeah, they're shallow and they are being selfish towards this by not doing what they're supposed to do and ignoring a situation. Okay, and it's giving you some mental conflict. How could my person, you know, my lover, my person, whoever this person is, could be a coworker, a child, you know, whoever it is. Take it how it resonates. It's going to be different for everybody, but you just cannot believe how selfish they are. Because this is really becoming a problem. And with the Page of Wands over here, you know, they could be running around, you know, unable to make any kind of decision, and just really fence setting is really what I'm seeing. Okay, and it's just, no matter what, it's giving you displeasure, because you just cannot believe, like I said, you can't believe how selfish they are, that they could just run around, do whatever they want to do, and not come together and use some cooperation with you. But you're taking the power back, and you're really feeling like, I've got control of this. If they can't do this, I'm going to have to do it for them. Yeah. Holding tight with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Taking the control yourself. You're going to take that control. You're going to get everything back to where it's supposed to be, because you're saying, there's no way we're getting this tower. Okay, so you're really looking out and delegating to what could be going on around you. This is how you're going to get out of this mental conflict. Because, you know, you're going to be looking around going, well, I'm going to hold tight to this. I'm going to take control of this situation, and I'm going to fix all of this. Since you have, you know, no abilities to help me do anything, you're unable to even make a decision. Like, you haven't even come up to, you know, with a decision. You've done nothing but fence sit and look around. So using your intuition, you realize that this, here comes the Devil card. You're realizing that this person is doing nothing. Knight of Swords coming in. So yeah, you're rushing towards the balance and the unity or the relationship is what it feels like to me, because you don't want your destiny upside down. So you're saying, well, because we had the unfinished business, we have to figure out what we're going to do to get this done so that we can have a new world. Because that's what's going on in the past coming into the present, or into the near future, excuse me. So yeah, now all of a sudden you have the new beginnings. You finished up whatever it was over here because you delegated with it. Yes, it gave you mental conflict. It's giving you mental conflict right now, just trying to hold on to this, just trying to delegate and think and calculate how you're going to fix this. Yeah, it probably keeps you up at night. It gives you anxieties. You're always thinking in your head, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix this? But, you know, finally in the near future over here, you can fix this. For some of you, this is a relationship that somebody is just not coming towards you. They're not giving their 50-50. Maybe because, you know, you have the Ace of Wands. Maybe they're just too lazy to want to help you do things. You know, maybe for some of you, there's a lot of pentacles here. Maybe they're too lazy to get a job. There's so many different scenarios going on right here. But however it is, they're not taking the responsibility. And now you have to pick up all the broken pieces and say, yeah, this is what's going to happen. And this could, like I said, this definitely could be a love relationship of finances. So over here with the world, it's like I'm now stepping in the near future. I'm stepping out of this old because I finally found the balance that I need to get out of this. And you're coming rushing in. I mean, this is you really taking the action. You're done messing around. Literally done. You've used your intuition. You've got yourself balanced. You know exactly where you're going. And you're like, I'm on a roll now. I've got this. It's, you know, yeah, you put yourself through a lot of mental conflict to get there. But finally, you're just like, I got it. And once you did that, you know, now it's just, you're like the ever-ending gobstopper, right? You're never going to stop doing what you're doing. You just keep going and going and going. And you're actually getting things done because the Knight of Swords is actually getting things done. You know, I mean, he's a heroic person. It's like Superman coming in. Just think of this card as like Superman when it comes to that, because that is exactly what it is. You are taking this action that's so heroic that it's like Superman to the rescue, Wonder Woman to the rescue. Right? You're coming in, you're fearless. Now you have no mental conflict. With the Knight of Swords, you couldn't have a mental conflict because you have this, like I said, this heroicness about you that it doesn't matter what opposition is in your way, you're going to cut right through it and quick. You know, going into, you know, any kind of opposition, any kind of obstacles head on without any fear, just slicing and dicing these things away. You know, because you perceive exactly everything that's going on around you. And you're like, nothing's standing in my way now. And anything that, you know, and you're really slicing and dicing through this devil over here. Taking the devil's head off, taking that toxic energy, any of that energy that was surrounding you, that was negative energy, just slicing and dicing it away. You are not going to allow, you know, any kind of mind over matter situations coming over here into the near future. You're just like, I'm not enslaved to this. I am not taking your downfall. I'm not allowing your towers. I'm not allowing this disaster anymore. Coming in, slicing it away. And you're making that new world. You're walking right into a new chapter, and you're taking back what is yours, making new beginnings. So, you know, if you're dicing and slicing away debt, you're doing a very good job, and it's really getting balanced. Is this balancing your check? You know, it feels like balancing your checkbook. You know, not only just balancing yourself and the relationship and everything around you, but I just feel like for a lot of you, this is finances. You're like, I got this. Take it how it resonates. Five of Cups upside down with the love begins. Yeah, because you're super determined in the near future to get to where you need to be. And in the near future, you're going to just start manifesting to become the King of Pentacles. Yeah, it really feels like finances over here. Like a lover is not stepping up for financial reasons. You're taking on the King of Pentacles energy with the Page of Pentacles. And then there's that strength and power again at the end of the reading. So yeah, in the near future, it really looks like you're going to then start manifesting, and you're really going to be taking the action that you need. It's like you're not going to stop. And this is going to actually make you very prosperous in the end. It does look like you're going to have a lot of money coming your way, for those of you who are dealing with money issues here, because you are taking back what needs to be balanced, what needs to be saved, and doing it with power and strength over here. As far as your person is considered over here, as I see them as the Page of Pentacles, they think you did a great job. They see that you had the desire to go forth and be strong where they could not be strong. It's almost like they watched you. They completely watched you take the reins and go after this. And for whatever reason, they were very, maybe they just didn't, maybe they were distracted because they didn't know how. They didn't know how to fix it. Because it just seems to, yeah, see, Five of Pentacles, they were just walking around. I think this had them in depression. I think this had them disorientated. They were like fighting not only with you, maybe, but they were fighting also inside their head. They were imbalanced. They didn't know how. They just seen it as a loss. Okay? They just seen it as a loss. They didn't see this actually working. Right? They did not know how to heal any of this. They did not know how to manifest on this. They did not know how to do anything. And that was because I also believe they're also in Eight of Swords as well. They didn't want to take care of it. I don't think they knew how. They didn't know how to move on from this energy. I just really don't think they knew what to do. And for some of you, I have the moon at the bottom of the card, so I do believe that some of them were wearing rose-colored glasses, just believing that it was just going to fix itself. Well, if I don't fix it, it'll just fix itself. Well, that's just the biggest lie ever. The moon of deceit, right? Because that would be just very deceiving towards yourself to believe that it's just going to fix itself. So, however this resonates with you, they really just believed it was going to fix itself. And I think that in some ways you knew that they didn't know how to fix this. If this is just pure love relationship, they didn't know how to come towards you to apologize for the actions, because I do have the Page of Cups upside down. They didn't know how to fix the relationship. They don't know how to apologize. Maybe they didn't believe that you were going to actually take their cups of apology. They were in so much trouble, maybe they didn't know how. Or maybe in some ways you guys can even think, you know what, I don't think he cared. No, I don't think it's so much that though. I really do believe that they didn't know how to offer an apology. So they just walked around in depression and just believed that it's okay. We've had this before. It'll just fix itself. Right? I've done this before. It just fixes itself. It's no big deal. Nobody needs to apologize. We just come together. And you're like, I really just would like to have the apology so we can just come together with the Three of Pentacles and fix everything. Okay, so let's see what the angels have to say over here. For the near future, just manifesting for this love relationship, if it's love for you guys, because for some of you it is, everything's going to be better. Your person is going to come towards you. And it looks like you're also coming towards them to fix everything. So they'll be more supportive with the Page of Pentacles. But it's also like they see your strength and it really builds them up. Yeah, and in the near future, there is romance. So yeah, there will be a compromise. It's like there, yeah. You're gonna figure it out. You're going to do everything you're supposed to do, and then you're going to compromise. And yeah, so just continue to keep taking the action. We'll use 2 angel romance cards for you for this relationship. Yeah, just have the heart-to-heart conversation with your partner. Angels say, yeah, reconciliation. Yeah, there will be a reconciliation. Cards from them, and hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to get what the soul wants to know. There they are. Okay, sitting right next to me. Okay, and see what your soul wants you to know. Okay. Soul wants you to know. Yes, freedom. So if this is financial, I really felt like financial really just hit me. Your financial freedom, you know, is on its way. And that's because the only way to make that financial freedom is just to continue to keep working hard. Really keep continuing to take the action. Okay, so abundance is going to be yours because you just don't stop. You're just not going to stop with the power card over here. Okay, so abundance, and then you got the romance, and I do believe that this freedom is money, really taking back what's yours. So, yeah. Okay, and that was the reading for you for the beginning of June. If you like that, please like and subscribe. Until next time, my friends, love and light to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.